Hello. Hello, hello. I'm just going to sit here for a couple minutes, see who's going to hop on. See if we can catch anybody here. I'm going to have to start doing these at some different times. I feel like I do them around the same time in the evening here on the East Coast, and I know that there are people in different time zones. But we're going to see. Hello, got a couple that joined. Whoever's meant to be here right now will be here. We always know that. I just finished doing I'm uploading the full moon video right now, and I was just in the zone. So it's not going to be super long because I do need to go and eat dinner soon, but I wanted to pop in and check in with you guys. Hi, Pamela. How are you doing? Beautiful. Oh, it's good to see you. Or I guess to feel you would be a better way to put it. Yeah, this full moon's going to be powerful that we're having on Friday. Really, really powerful energies. Really digging those Aquarius energies whenever those come up. So we were talking about that a little bit in that video, how we have 2 full moons in Aquarius coming up back to back here. So lots of that beautiful Aquarian energy coming in for us. Lots of huge shifts. Hello, yes. Oh, I love you so much. All right, see if anybody else is hopping on here. Yeah, so I don't know what we're going to talk about tonight, guys. I guess we're going to see where the energy goes, where the energy flows. See how everyone's doing. Yes, I had a beautiful trip to Sedona, so I'm still acclimating from that. The time difference, it didn't really affect me going there, but coming back, it seemed to have affected me a lot. It may just be the shift in vibration, too. It was so high vibrational out there that I had a lot of energy. And now I've noticed the Northeast, it's a little bit of a low energy kind of place. I think a lot of it maybe has to do with the weather. I'm not really sure. So it's definitely been an adjustment coming back home here. But I anticipate going back out there very, very soon. Oh, that's beautiful. Yes. Yes. Just listen while you drive. That is perfect. Yes. And no, don't chat with me too much while you're driving, Pamela. Can just listen. Yeah. So it was absolutely hi. Hello, Sarah. Hello. Yeah. Anyone who's on, hop in the chat. Let me know that you're here. I love hearing from you guys and being able to have that interaction with you. That's the really cool thing about doing the lives. And so I'm in the process right now of putting together, I think I'm going to be putting something together on Patreon. And it's going to involve weekly lives where I don't know what we're going to do. We're going to kind of co-create it as we go, where we talk about the energies, what's going on with us. Who knows, really? Hello, Tommy. Yeah, no, they are fun. They're a whole different kind of energy. I was thinking about it. There's a couple other videos that I wanted to get done. So I thought about doing that, but I was like, no, I think I'm going to hop on and it's a different way of connecting with each other's energy when we can have like the live chat and everything going on. We're all present in this space, in this now moment together. Hello, Celeste. Hello, beautiful. Yes, Soul Tribe meetings. Exactly. It's so beautiful, all the different ways that our soul tribes, we can connect with our soul tribe these days. And there is so much energy that's been coming in that is indicating that more and more of our soul tribe are going to be called back together in the physical, which is really beautiful too. And I feel a lot of us reuniting in these sacred places, in these high vibrational places. Like what we were doing for a while was we were all spaced out around the globe, really helping to anchor in the grid, right? That 5D grid. And now that grid has really been anchored, I feel a lot of us being called to these high vibrational places together. And so I definitely feel a strong calling to Sedona for myself after visiting there. It was just, I was completely enchanted. And I am preparing to go to Egypt now in December, which my soul has always felt a strong calling to. So that's extremely exciting. But it's just, if you guys are called to travel and it's within your means to do so, which it's within, And I hate saying that because that puts a limit on it to say if it is within it is within all of our means. If we embrace that energy, if we embrace that identity and that as our truth, then definitely do it. If that opportunity presents itself, because there are just some places that are so activating for our energy, and you can't really replace being in these physical bodies. Like you can't replace the experience of being in that physical energy with anything else. Although, of course, we can travel in our astral travels as well. Yeah. All right. So, yes, lots of powerful energy out there. Lots of beautiful spirit animals. Got visited by a lot of different spirit animals. We had a powerful visit with the tarantulas welcoming us one night, which was really interesting as someone who's always had sort of a fear of spiders. We had about 30 of them on our path as we were walking one night. And it was just, they were so beautiful. They had such a gorgeous energy that I've never appreciated before. So it's just like finding appreciation and finding gratitude. I think that the most powerful thing that I received from my trip to Sedona was the ability to be present. It was a level of acceptance and the ability to be fully present in the now. And I think a lot of us struggle with that being present in the now. Our minds are always trying to pull us somewhere else. And so it was really a beautiful gift to be fully present in that now moment, just experiencing what I was experiencing and fully immersed in that. So it was a new experience for me to be that present with myself. Someone with a very active mind, my mind tends to take me lots and lots of different places all at once. And so I really appreciated that. It can be, Celise, it can be. It's it's like retraining ourselves to be present, right? To quiet. And that's why meditation and things like that can be so helpful with that, because it brings us back into the only moment that really exists. But it's that monkey mind always wanting to take us places. And so it was really interesting. We met this interesting woman, and I might have talked about this in one of the daily readings. We met this really interesting woman who was sort of drawn to the energy of our table and our conversation out at a restaurant when we were out there. And she was talking about the ascension, and she was talking about what she calls the 0 point. And so the 0 point is the point when everyone is able to be fully present at the same time. And she talked about this 0 point energy as the energy that shifts us collectively into that 5th dimension, being totally present in the heart, in the moment. And it makes a lot of sense, right? Because when we are in the present moment, that's when we're able to astral travel. That's when we're able to shift between dimensions. That's where all of our power lies. So for all of us to be present in that moment together, it makes sense that that would shift us. So it was really interesting to hear about that. And she was just one of those people where her presence really brought you into the now moment. It was almost like an activation of itself, just having that experience. And it's just so cool and having that interaction with her. So it's just so cool how just the events that transpired when I was out there. Oh, yeah, that is a big leap, Sarah. That's absolutely a big leap. And we're all being called to take those big leaps in different ways. Me committing to this trip to Egypt, that was a huge leap for me. I've taken some other leaps as far as furthering myself and investing in myself in my own path that in the past I might not have taken, right? And there's always a fear behind that, right? It's like, for me, a big part of that fear, it comes from money. And so I'm really learning how to step more into that abundance consciousness and how to work with the energy of money and to understand that money is an energy and it flows, right? And so just like anything else, we talk about giving and receiving. We talk about how that circuit has to be open. It's the same thing with abundance. It's the same thing with money. That for that circuit to be truly open and flowing, it has to be going out as well as coming in. And so I'm really practicing that more and stepping more deeply into that. And taking these risks and taking these chances. It's all about learning to recognize our divine guidance, and learning to recognize the opportunities when they present themselves for what they are and to take advantage of those. And oftentimes what I'm finding is that I don't have a whole lot of time to decide when I embrace an opportunity. It's like it's there and it's, do I seize it or do I not? It's very like carpe diem. And so I don't know if other people are going to relate to that or not. As a Taurus, I like to take my time making decisions, right? I don't like to be put on the spot. But there's times when we have to just jump in with both feet. And so I'm really finding myself learning how to live and embody that more. And I talked with a friend of mine the other day who's really taken some big leaps in her own life. And it's sort of like, it's that energy of just like free falling, which is, it's very exciting. It's very invigorating. It can also be terrifying. Hello, CJ. Oh, foraging. I love that. What were you foraging for? Yay, that is a beautiful surprise. Hello, Nora. Yeah, I mean, the energy of it, it feels so good. It feels so good as far as, yeah, the energy of Egypt. It's been ever since I was probably, I don't know how old, a teenager. Somewhere in my teen years, that's been the number one place in the world that I've always wanted to go. There's something waiting for me there. That's something that's waiting to be reclaimed and remembered. And so I'm so excited for that. You guys are gonna, I don't know if I'm gonna be able, there was part of me that wanted to do like regular lives while I was out there to bring you guys into the energy. But after my experience in Sedona, I know that sometimes it's really just about being present there. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm sure that you guys will hear all about it when I return. If you don't hear while I'm there, I know internet's hard out there too. It's not, I keep forgetting that my phone's not going to work the same. And a lot of these things are not going to be the same as they are when I'm traveling around America. Oh, very nice. Nice. Good stuff. Live from the Sphinx, right? I mean, that's what I would love to be able to do. But I get the feeling that that's not necessarily going to be in practice. That may not fully work out. But it would be really, really beautiful. Hopefully I can capture some of that energy and that essence and transmit that to you guys. I know that we are all so very, very connected. I was talking about this with somebody the other day as well, just the energy of like when one of us receives an activation or an upgrade, it's like we all receive it. So it's just so powerful when we tap into that collective energy. And let's just do that for a second, you guys. We got a few people on here now. Let's just take a moment to tap into this beautiful bubble of energy and lights that we're creating together, this beautiful bubble of consciousness. Imagine connecting to each other through our heart centers, connecting through that third eye, just feeling each other's energy and creating this sacred container. Yeah, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. And welcoming into the sacred container anybody who's going to be catching the replay of this later. Hello, Joe. Broadleaf tea. Red clover leaves. Nice. There's so much. There's definitely aspects of my soul that worked with herbs in past lifetimes, and I haven't been super called. I mean, I'm intrigued by it, and I am called to. I can't say that I'm called to too many things, and so it's learning. Like that's one of those things that we end up learning as we go along. Like what's from another lifetime. What am I being called to in this lifetime? What from another lifetime is wanting to incorporate into this lifetime? And how do I choose which directions to go and which ways to put my energy in this lifetime? And so it's that's one of those things that I haven't pursued, but I have a deep honoring for those who do work with herbs and work with nature's medicine in that way. Oh, Celeste, you're so cute. Yes, everybody absolutely like the video. It is, I always feel weird. I know a lot of people on YouTube, like they'll say that multiple times throughout the video, like hit that like button. It feels a little weird to me. So I don't always, maybe I should get better at doing that. I mean, it definitely is helpful. So if anybody wants to do that, yes, I will not be upset. I do that with all my favorite. Oh, thank you. I do that with all my favorite people that I watch on YouTube before the video even starts. I'm just like, yes, I got you, girl. I got you. I got you, boy, whoever. Yeah. I mean, plants, nature is medicine. It's such powerful medicine. And unfortunately, in the world we live in today that we are shifting out of, I will put that as a precursor. It can also be poison depending on what the quality of nature that we are receiving. And so we're all being asked to be really mindful of that right now. What we're putting into our bodies, the way that we're nourishing and feeding our bodies as well as our souls, really bringing that understanding, that mind, body, spirit. And so I talk about that a lot, but it's really, I'm coming into a deeper appreciation of the body aspect. And it's just a thing to remember, right? Like this time in this ascension, we're taking our bodies with us. And so we really want to care for them. I think a lot of us were just like, oh, whatever. When we get to 5D, we'll have the med beds and we'll have this and we'll just hop in it and we'll be healed. So like, let's just put ourselves, like, let's not worry about that right now. But it's like, we really need to, because in order to ascend, our bodies have to be at a certain level of physicality, of physical health. In order to hold the energy, in order to integrate the energies that are coming through, our bodies have to be functioning at a certain level. So it really is important to take that into consideration. Yeah, cannabis is a beautiful medicine as well. For me personally, it doesn't resonate with me vibrationally anymore. It's a really interesting thing. And I think it's different everything's different for different people, right? Just like different crystals. Well, you can read the healing properties of a crystal, but it's going to work and combine with your energetic field in a completely unique way because your energetic signature is unique. And so it affects everybody differently. But Aaron Dowdy talks about it a lot. He talks about the vibrational scale and how different substances are on different vibrations. And so if you resonate below a level of a certain vibration, then that substance will bring you up to that vibration. It will feel uplifting. But once you get to a certain point and you start vibrating higher than that substance, it will actually bring your vibration back down. So it's like understanding and really paying attention and feeling. And like, I'm not saying that to be like, oh, I'm way more high vibrational than cannabis. That's not at all where I'm going with that. It's just interesting to notice how things are affecting us. And like I said, I think it's different for different people and it's different with the intention. I know people that have had really profound experiences that have really been boosted by the use of certain substances, including cannabis, that have taken them into different states of consciousness that really help them to work with what they're doing. So it really just depends on the person. But for me, it doesn't necessarily resonate anymore. So I don't work with it a lot. And honestly, after so many years of not, I think it's just, I'm not even accustomed to it anymore. So it's a strange, anytime I put anything into my body that brings me into, that alters my consciousness and my energy, and it seems to take some of the control away from my mind, it makes me uncomfortable. It's really fascinating. I utilize plant medicine every now and then. It's been a while since I've done ayahuasca. I feel her possibly beckoning to me again in the future. Very rarely psilocybin or something like that. But it may be a fear of losing control. It may be a fear of losing control. So that may be something that wants to be addressed as well. Yes, I am manifesting for you, Celise, a beautiful place where you can keep your herbs, where you can create that herb garden. Yeah, Sarah, it's really interesting. There's a lot of people in the Western medical field who are leaving and shifting to more holistic types of practices now. So it's really fascinating to see that movement starting. I have two friends actually in the Western medicine field who are moving into these other realms and these other waters now. But it's really cool to have that background going in because there is a lot that can be learned and known. I mean, there is, of course, the very sad fact that a lot of Western medical practitioners are more well-versed on what to prescribe people than they are the actual health of the body and the way that all the systems interplay with each other and all of the aspects. That's why naturopaths and holistic doctors are so incredible. I go to my chiropractor and I feel like he's more informative than my primary care doctor when I went to a medical doctor, a Western medical doctor ever was. I feel like he knows way more about what's going on. But it's like there is a lot of information there for those who retain it and want to learn it that you can then take into a different type of practice. And really, like, it's a melding and a blending, right? That's where the newness comes in, right? Is like we take something and we transform it and we bring it into a new form. That alchemy. Wild lettuce latex. Interesting. I think it's so great. I would love to learn how to forage and how to identify the things, all the different herbs and the plants and the mushrooms, especially. I love the fungi. Oh, that's interesting. You absorb the energy of the crystals into the cannabis. That's cool. Hello, the mask. What is that when you show your feet? What is that? It's good to see you, Gabriel. Oh, hi, Gabe. Welcome. I'm just reading all your comments right now. But I like my mugwort, mullein, rose petals, lavender. Right? Like, why have one when you can have all the herbs? Herbal Gemini hangout. I love it. I think it would be really great. You should start a channel talking about the different herbs and the different ways that you can use them. I bet a lot of people would enjoy that. You'll figure it out, Sarah. You'll figure it out. Where are you being called? What are you being drawn to? Oh, you work in the psychiatric field. Yeah, that can be really draining. I never worked in that field per se, but I worked in social services. I worked at a rehabilitation center, a drug rehabilitation center. And it's definitely that it takes a toll after a while. You have to really know how to protect your energy and how to not take on other energies. There's a lot of self-care that's required for those jobs. Absolutely. Yeah, amethyst has a beautiful energy. Some of the pieces of amethyst I saw when I was out in Sedona, I mean, I won't even tell you guys the prices because they're just out of this world. But they were just so massive and so beautiful. Yes, I've heard that about mugwort, the dreams and visions. Hello, Jeanette. Welcome. I don't know. How is it doing? How are you feeling? That's always a good barometer for how our spiritual health is doing, is how are we feeling? How are we feeling when we wake up? How are we feeling as we go about our day? Just really checking in constantly throughout the day to see where we're at, getting a good baseline in the morning, and then seeing how we flow and fluctuate from there. That is true about Geminis. Yeah, it is that constant need for information. My sun is on the cusp of Gemini, and I have a Venus in Gemini. So I definitely, and a Chiron. Yeah. Yeah. It's good to learn. It's good to learn. Hello, Roxanne. Welcome. Welcome. What is this? I don't understand what we're talking about the feet, but I mean, I will see. I am barefoot right now, so. Yeah. Oh, wow. 5 languages. That's impressive. That's beautiful. Oh, I tip my hat off to anyone with strong Scorpio placements. Yes. Yeah. See, it's like, Sarah, there's so many of us where it's like we think we're confused and we don't know what to do, but we really do. Right? If we're honest with ourselves, we know exactly where we're being called or how we're being called. Maybe it's just doing a little exploring, doing a little traveling to see where it is that you want to be. Where is it that you want to buy that land? Right? That's what I've had to do is every time I travel to a place, I'm always looking at it as a possibility, right? I just haven't found anywhere until I went to Sedona recently where I was like, this is a place where I would want to stay. And then when I was there, I didn't want to leave. I absolutely did not want to leave. We saw so many UFOs while we were out there too. I don't even like calling them UFOs. We saw so many ships. They were just constantly soaring above our heads. I really kind of miss them now. I haven't even really seen the stars since I've been back in the Northeast because there's too much light pollution here and it's been really overcast, but it was just so beautiful. And they were absolutely making their presence known. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think many nurses, especially. I have a friend who's a nurse and she's on leave right now. It was so draining. This whole pandemic was so draining for them. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So you've wanted to do it your whole life. Beautiful. Beautiful. Step into that. Own that. Oh, you do? What's the opportunity? How does it feel to you? Ah, yes, Aquarius sun. I'm a Cancer rising too, Celise. Mm. Oh, yeah. There's so much more than the eye can see. That's an understatement, I think. Yeah. And I think it's really beautiful that there are so many people that are in that process of shifting, right? Because I think a lot of one of the traps that we are freeing ourselves from right now is this misconception that once we put our energy into something and we create an identity, we create a career, right, out of something, then we have to stick with that because, oh, I've put so much time and so much energy into it. It's like we can always switch, we can always evolve, and everything is preparation for the next thing. So anybody who has a medical background, you're going to be able to use that in whatever it is that you do next. Like we can always use and apply everything that we've learned. What does that mean, the third eye young? Mm. Well, every practical plan starts with a dream. Yeah, there are so many people who are coming together to with this common goal of forming these conscious communities where people do just the kinds of things that you guys are talking about. I see that as a big wave for the future, a big energy that we're coming into. Yes, solid advice there. Solid advice from CJD there. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just see us, I see us having these beautiful, beautiful conscious communities where because we're templating the new earth, right? We're showing people a new way to live. And so that's part of that process is what does that new paradigm look like, right? I think that a lot of us, it's like we're waiting to shift into we're waiting for new earth to get here before we do some of these things, but we're not realizing that that's what brings it in. That's what shifts us into that energy is actually doing it first, right? It's right here, right now. It's just, are we tapping into that consciousness? Are we tapping in and aligning ourselves with those timelines? And so how can we do that? How can we step more deeply into that? Yeah. And so I'm going to be starting for whatever the Patreon membership is that I start. I'm going to be starting a Facebook group for that too. And that may be I'm not even sure yet. That may be open-ended. Like I want to be able to get people on a platform where everyone can connect because I feel like so many of the people that subscribe to this channel, like it's not just me that you're connected to each other too. we're all connected. So the more ways that we can interact with each other, the more ways that we can connect. Like there's so much value there, and there's so much that can be found in so many ways that we can support each other in our dreams, in our goals. In the new moon manifesting ceremony that we do, we always talk about the power of our manifestations when more energy is involved, when we're all coming together. Because remember, our manifestations occur a lot of times through people, through events, through circumstances. And so spirit organizes these things, but spirit is non-corporeal. So it's like when we have the benefit of all of our energies and all of our dreams, we can come together to achieve those dreams so much more easily. Ooh, 55 and 17. Those are two of my numbers right there that I really enjoy. So that's interesting that those are the ones being thrown out there. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for you. I feel like something beautiful is going to come out of that. If not that, then that inspiration is there, that energy is there, that momentum is building towards that. And that's the thing. We're just all getting to this place where it's like that desire in us is becoming so strong. The desire is overcoming the fear, which is an absolutely beautiful place to be. Let's see. I'm trying to think here. Yeah, I'm going to pull a couple cards for you guys while we're talking. Clear. So I'm going to pull a couple work your light cards for you guys. For the people in this chat, the people watching this live, for the people who are going to be watching this live. And I'm really terrible at this brief thing. We're already 30 minutes in, but that's okay. That's okay. That's why I do YouTube. I mean, I do Instagram and I do TikTok, but that's why this is my home, because I like to take my time. It's that Taurus energy. I don't like time restrictions, right? Time isn't real anyway. So why is it restricting us? I think you're adding beautiful things to the chat, Sarah. Oh yeah, well the moon and the ocean is very deeply connected. And so being on the water at the time of the full moon is going to be extremely powerful. What is time? That's right. Let it flow. Okay. So we have the pillar of light coming out for you guys. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. And so this is confirmation. And then we have Imrama. Where are you being called to journey to? Which is so interesting, because were we not just talking about traveling and the places that we're being called? All right. So this card is always a reminder for me as well that we hold all the answers within ourselves. And so really, the more deeply we can get in touch with ourselves, the easier those answers are going to flow. Everything. And this is important, I think, as well, just to remember and to understand, which is the fact that we communicate, we work with all of these different beings of high vibration, right? But at the same time, it's like we are those same multidimensional beings of high vibration, just in human form. And so like we can tap into our own soul's consciousness. We can tap into the one consciousness, right? The source consciousness, and access all of that information. We have all of that within us. Yes, I do, Gabriel. Reach out to me and I can tell you what I'm doing with chart readings right now. I'm doing them in a more free-flowing format as opposed to like a whole written out thing. But I do things with charts and going over charts. But we are those same beings. And so it's really learning how to trust ourselves. Like we're moving into an energy where our claircognizance is coming through much more strongly. And something that I actually, as an adjacent thought there, something that I found really interesting was people were talking about how one of the ascension symptoms tends to be loss of memory, or we're not remembering things as well. And the reason for that is because as we move into 5D, we just have a knowing. We aren't operating from that part of our brains anymore. We aren't operating from memory. We're operating from that place of pure connectedness, where we have all those answers readily available to us. And so that energy is available to us now. We have all of that knowledge within us. Any questions that we have can be answered through meditation, through connecting, through becoming present within ourselves. And we're going to become more and more connected to that part of ourselves that is all-knowing as our vibration continues to rise. And that came out with the Amrama card, which is all about the journey. And so this is just confirmation for anyone who's considering taking a journey, taking a pilgrimage, that will also have a positive effect on your vibration. And this is also a reminder for all of us that our environment affects our vibration. So to just pay attention to where it is that we are, pay attention to the energies that we're present around and how that is affecting our vibration in each and every moment. Yeah, and then on the bottom of the deck, which is also perfect, we have leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. And I don't say it as much as I used to. I used to say it all the time. I take one step, the universe takes 10. Right? And so it's like a lot of times spirit is just waiting for us to take that first step, to take that leap into the unknown, to do the thing, to do the first thing. We don't have to understand. And notice how she's got this big full moon behind her, huh? So that's really interesting. We don't have to know all the steps. We just have to begin the journey. And this, for some people, it doesn't even necessarily need to be a physical journey, although for many right now it is. This can also be like a journey within yourself, a journey into your shadow, a journey into your subconscious, a journey into the other parts and the depths of you. Oh, thank you, CJD. Yeah. You got to take the step. That's right. We got to take that first step. We got to take that first step. And that step initiates and builds the momentum. And then it's just continuing to take those steps. And more gets revealed as we go along. We're never going to be told the whole story right off the bat. Right? It's about the journey. It's about the adventure. Anything else? We have the priestess and we have don't dim to fit in. And so this is all about stepping up and owning your priestess energy, owning those priestess vibes, right? Owning those brilliant aspects of yourself. So really allowing ourselves to step into our brilliance and to be like we were talking about with how we're paving the way with these new communities, right? With these conscious communities, with all of the things that we're doing, with leaving the traditional world for the non-traditional, right? For the unknown. It's like we are templating and creating the new earth. We are showing people the path that they can follow. And that's how we're stepping up and leading. That's a big part of that, is simply by living our truth, simply by taking that leap. And the universe will catch us, if for no other reason than because we're here to be the way showers, right? So of course we're going to be supported in that process. How are we supposed to show other people the way? If we take these risks, if we take these divinely inspired and guided leaps, and then things don't work out and other people are watching, it's not going to encourage other people to do the same, right? So of course spirit is going to back us up. Of course. So it's us being willing to take the lead in our own lives. Right? Because that's such a strong message that's coming through, right? It's about the action. It's about us feeling empowered. That's part of the reason why things have to happen the way they do. Why we have to step into things the way that we do. Why we have to take those risks and move into the unknown. Because it's empowering when we do that. When we take control and command of the reality that we are creating, right? That we are co-creating. That's empowering. That brings us more deeper into our light and our power. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. Break on through to the other side. I love it. Any other guidance here coming through for the people in this reading or in this live? We have soul family and starseed. Yeah. This energy. I love this energy. Us connecting with our soul family. We are soul family right here. All of us on this chat right now. We are all soul family. And we are all connected together in this moment, here to support each other, here to root each other on, here to light each other up, to support each other as we turn on our lights, right? To be here to back each other up while we allow those lights to shine more brightly. Hi, Jason. I don't know why you didn't get a notification. I'll have to file a complaint about that. But you did catch us. You did catch us. I claimed this was going to be short and we're already 40 minutes in. So we'll see how much longer it goes. But hello. It is beautiful to see you here again. Exactly. We all have that potential. We have, like the seed, right? We are moving into the yellow electric seed year. Like the seed, we have the holographic imprint of our full potential encoded within us. So all we have to do is nourish ourselves with the sunlight and the water, right? And the nutrients that we need. And we will naturally blossom into that seed, right? We will naturally blossom into our full potential. You guys are funny. You guys are funny. Yeah. So it's like, this is just confirmation here with this, that we don't have to do it alone. We have each other as supports. And there has to be, I'm just really excited to see all the ways. And like I said, that's why I want to create this community here with you guys, because it's just, there's so many ways that we can support each other. There's so many, like, the ways and the means are endless when we bring our energies together. Yeah. So we're really coming out of that energy of, oh, look on the bottom of the deck. Isn't that perfect? Just say yes. Say yes. Say yes. Whatever is being offered to you, if it feels good, if it resonates, say fucking yes. That is like the overriding message here, I think, tonight. I love you, Celise. Yes, motivating people to hit that like button. You're like my personal hype woman. I love it. We're gonna pull some keepers of the light cards too. Clear. What keepers of the light are with us right now, supporting us in our journey? What guidance do they have for us? I'm saying yes to everything right now. Everything that feels good. Everything that lights up my soul. Everything that gives me that little spark and that little intuition. I mean, it's about learning how to balance and temper that, obviously. There's only so much energy and time. And I'm not even going to say that. I'm not going to bring that vibration and that energy into it. There is all the energy and all the time in the world. Whatever time means, right? Oh, you guys are awesome. I love you. You crack me up. Your heart still hurts when you tap into the higher energy. There's more there. That's because what that higher energy is bringing in up within your heart chakra is what's ready to be healed and released next. That's what that is. It's wanting to release. So that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. All right. Yes, here we go. This is so perfect, you guys. So the first keeper of the light that we have out is Kali Ma, facing fear. Major spiritual changes are unfolding. This is your chance to soar. So she is coming through, ready to devour whatever fears stand in our way. So call in her energy, invoke her energy to really move through any challenges, any perceived obstacles in your path, to gain the understanding of why does that exist? What is that teaching me? Right? How is that seeking to transform me? She's a very potent and powerful energy to call upon. Yeah, everything that's unfolding right now, nothing is ever by accident, but it's incredibly powerful and meaningful right now. There is meaning behind everything that we are experiencing right now. So really paying attention to that. And I love how, talking about the third eye, she's got this beautiful third eye going on here. And then we have Lady Nada. How perfect. Heart awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. We were talking about the inflow and the outflow earlier too, right? The giving and the receiving. And this came up in the full moon video that is still uploading right now. Just this energy of how light workers and healers in this lifetime, we are learning how to receive again. It's been a long time where we've been givers without really knowing how to accept that energy back. And so we're learning how to do that. We're learning how to receive. A lot of us, like the giving, we've got that down. It's that receiving energy. And some of that comes from a place of deservingness, a place of worthiness. There's lots of places that comes from. Yeah, but that's that heart awakening, Celeste, when we're talking about that heart energy expanding. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Yes, exactly. That is finding and embodying your truest self. That is the ultimate purpose here on earth, right? Yes. Who's that came up in the reading? Oh, Kali. Yeah, she's powerful. In time for which card? The Kali card? Absolutely. Let's see what else wants to come out here. Oh, we have Gaia coming out. She wants to be known. Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth and stay grounded. So we're really being called to do that. It's so important to stay grounded. It's so important. We were talking earlier about what were we? Oh, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. When we're talking about the importance of being connected and being in our bodies, right? How we're taking these bodies with us into 5D, and so it's so important to care for them. But it's like being fully embodied, being fully incarnated means being connected to the planet, being connected to our bodies, to our physical selves, and really fully embracing what it means to be a physical being on a physical planet. Right? So we really want to, it's easy sometimes when we get connected to our star-seeded nature. Hello, Eric. It's really easy to forget about the earth and to want to spend all our time up here. And so it's really about bringing that energy down here too, fully appreciating and living on this planet at the same time, right? I am deeply rooted and my branches reach to the sky. So we want to be both. We want to be both. Yeah, look at Eric getting a nice warm welcome here. I love it. I love it. Yeah, and so well, it's an evolution, Celeste, as far as finding our true self. The easiest way that I found my true self was by discovering what I was not. By discovering what I was not and being willing to release that. By letting go of the expectations that other people had of me, of the roles and the identities that they placed upon me, and feeling into what resonated for me. Right? Of looking at what brings me joy, what brings me fulfillment, what am I drawn to? What do I want to do? Where do I want to go? What are my dreams? What are my aspirations? Yeah, it absolutely is like a birthing. It absolutely is. You know, the more we can discard what is not us, the more deeply connected we begin to be to what is us. I have a lot of planets on Earth too, Celeste, a lot of planets. Oh, boom. Here we go, you guys. The Holy Spirit, expect miracles. Spirit has your back. Miracles will occur naturally. This is that energy of Spirit saying, I got you. Take that leap. I have got you. Okay. As we tap into the frequency of love, miracles are a natural byproduct. Miracles happen so often that they cease to feel miraculous. Right? But we can still honor them even when they do begin to be almost so I don't even want to say commonplace, but when miracles become the norm, we can still have incredible gratitude for them. But it's like they're happening. And look, I'm noticing the bird on her chest moving down from her throat, and this beautiful cup, right? This is like the Holy Grail. That's the energy that reminds me of right there. Love is the Holy Grail. It's tapping into that love energy. And from that, like we said, all miracles naturally manifest. Put on some Tool and get your chakras moving. Whatever works for you, whatever works. Yeah. Yes. Yes, exactly, Tommy. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Moving, that's once again being centered in your body, moving energy physically in your body. When you're dancing, when you're listening to music, you're present and you're connected. And it really, it's a powerful, powerful way to move energy and to work with energy through movement. Whenever I'm in doubt about anything, getting moving and doing something physical always helps. We have Cthulhu coming out now, the Cloak of Wisdom. Yeah, you already know the answer you seek. Trust the wisdom you know. This is just repeating, wrapping up from where we started at the beginning with You Are the Oracle. You have the answer already. You have the answer already. And I feel like if somebody's hopping on right now and you had a question, then that's an answer to your question as well, is that you already have the answer that you're seeking. You already have the answer. Some of us, sometimes it's like we know the answer, but we don't like the answer, or we don't trust ourselves, even though we have that knowing. And so we question it and we second guess it. Or we're looking for a different answer than the one that we know inside. But we always hold that beat within us. So it's really, like Tommy said, coming back to trusting ourselves. Coming back to trusting ourselves. Oh, that's beautiful. I don't know if somebody just sent out energy or what, but I just felt like this beautiful little refreshing blast of energy. Like my ears are ringing like crazy right now. So thank you to whoever's sending out those good vibes. They are well received. They're well received. Maybe I'm just picking up on all the beautiful energy of everyone loving and supporting each other in the chat. That could be what it is too. Yeah, it's just like it's dancing. The energy is like dancing in my ears. Yeah, so if there's somebody that's looking for an answer, that's doubting themselves, it's like you're looking for a second opinion almost. Your original thought, your original intuition was true. That's part of what that's about right there for somebody. And then we have Serapis Bay Ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. The light is the only thing that's real. Love is the only thing that's real. And soul expansion on the bottom of the deck. We're just expanding all over the place, guys. We're just expanding all over the damn place right now. I love it. I love it. Yeah. Yeah. And we have, I was saying at the beginning of the live, we have 2 Aquarius full moons coming up. So this one, and then the next full moon is going to be in Aquarius too. So we have this one at 1 degrees of Aquarius and the final one at 29 degrees. So moving through that whole evolution of the Aquarius energy. With that new moon in Leo happening on the 8/8 portal. So that's going to be really powerful. Yeah. I'm going to pull to close for you guys because I do need to go eat dinner. I feel it calling my name. I'm going to pull a Earth Warriors Oracle card. Clear. Let's get some closing. Let's get a closing reading for everyone. Closing card, closing energy for all my beauties. That's right. Pop those shades on. They make them for a reason. But remind people too, I mean, a little bit of sun gazing is good for you. No, I don't believe this one is a blue moon. There is a blue moon coming up, though. It's just the full moon in August is going to be. Actually, I'm going to check that for you real quick because I have it in my calendar when the next blue moon is. Oh, hell yeah. Never mind. The 22nd is a blue moon. You are absolutely correct. So that's powerful. And I don't think I connected that, but at the end of the full moon reading that's uploading right now, one of the last card on the bottom of the Moonology deck, I don't know if it's still there or not. No, it's not still there. I shuffled. Was the blue moon card. Believe in the impossible. Which, as we say on here, right? All possibilities are impossible. Are possible. There is no such thing as impossible. There's only untapped experiences and potential waiting to be made manifest. All right, final card guidance for all of my beautiful Earth Warriors. Okay, that came out funny, but it came out. So we have Kente, sweet paradox of empowering grace. I've never seen this card before, but that hummingbird is beautiful, right? What does the hummingbird represent? The hummingbird is a keeper of the direction of the north. The hummingbird knows how to taste the sweet nectar in life. It is a symbol of joy, a symbol of lightness of heart, lightness of spirit. So let's see what this card has to say here. I'll hold that up for you guys again so you can see that. These cards are so gorgeous. When the mind says no, but the heart leaps with joy, we are ripe for a transmission of empowering grace. The sweet paradox is that the more impossible the situation appears to be, did we not just say all possibilities are possible? The more we are supported through grace, and our divine success manifests swift and complete. Let the faith of the heart overcome doubt. How perfect is this? Allow your mind to be filled with wonder at the unlimited power of the divine, and you shall bear witness to sacred manifestation. When there is something within your heart that you know you are on this planet to accomplish, you shall be given equal grace, power, talent, and ability to succeed in that mission. You can't make this up, you guys. This is the divine promise and the sacred plan for you. If a miracle is required for success, then one shall be given. And did we not expect miracles? Pray with confidence and courage for your rightful divine inheritance, and allow your bold heart and loving soul to believe in your beautiful, hope-filled destiny. And I love how it calls it your rightful divine inheritance, because we not talk about how we're all learning how to receive in this lifetime, relearning how to receive. Kente, the sky jewel of the Andes, brings you hummingbird, who bears the soul medicine of spiritual grace, the evolution to conquer any obstacle, and the extraordinary power of the heart awakening, right? The concept of spiritual grace can be challenging to the mind. We often don't realize just how much we have been conditioned to subconsciously demand that progress in our lives be difficult. Even whilst at a conscious level, we bemoan the struggle and wish that things could be easier. So that's a belief system right there that a lot of us have, that progress must be difficult. We want to help, but we feel that we are unworthy or have to earn our success completely off the back of our own efforts. And that's where we talk about this collaborative energy coming in, right? You don't have to do it alone. Whilst the divine wants us to engage and participate in the fulfillment of our destiny, if we do not surrender our arrogance and learn how to surrender spiritually, we will never fulfill our potential. There is a way to allow for spiritual grace so that any obstacle can be surmounted, even the invisible ones that seem to block your progress from some unknown source. It is not a question of needing to become more powerful, but rather of your relationship to the divine needing to become more vitalized. Then grace can flow, creating success in the same situations that would have otherwise defeated you. When a hummingbird brings you medicine, you have a high spiritual destiny, one that is going to triumph against apparently insurmountable odds stacked against you. Hummingbirds have the highest metabolic rate of any animal on Earth, with their hearts capable of beating at over 1,000 beats per minute. These remarkable little creatures have an exceptionally high need for oxygen. Yet some of the species have evolved to thrive in the low oxygen, high altitude environment of the Andes Mountains, flying at over 15,000 feet above sea level in truly rarefied air. This has become possible because of a seemingly tiny genetic mutation in how oxygen is metabolized in the blood. This subtle inner evolution opened up the power of some hummingbirds to thrive, quite literally, in higher worlds. Is this not a great metaphor for our ascension process right here? Hummingbird medicine empowers the soul for success in situations that would seem the most unlikely. This medicine brings a subtle adjustment within the blood or feminine life force and how it receives and processes the enlivening presence of spirit. This in turn leads to extraordinary and heightened abilities. Trust in the incredible possibilities that are birthed through the union of the sacred masculine and sacred feminine energies within you. Oh, that is beautiful. That is so beautiful. Yeah. Perfect. Absolutely perfect way to tie everything together here. Which tarot deck? So I used the Work Your Light deck first. And then I used the Keepers of the Light deck. Lots of light tonight. And then just now I used the Earth Warriors Oracle. That's where we got our closing guidance from tonight. And welcome. There's no such thing as late. There's always on time. Yeah, the hummingbird has been coming up a lot lately. I saw so many hummingbirds when I was out in Sedona. They were just fluttering back and forth overhead. It was absolutely gorgeous. They have such beautiful energy. It really is. Yeah, that just tied up the whole reading. That honestly, if anybody came in late, what I just read summed up everything we talked about tonight. So you didn't miss it, but you can always go back and watch the rest of it if you want. Clear. Yeah. All right. Timing is what it's supposed to be. Exactly. That's divine timing. Everything in perfect divine timing. And then we have divine might foretold on the bottom of the deck. You are mighty. You are powerful. Step into your magic. All right. I love you. 1414 right now is a number I'm seeing up here. So we love those ones and those fours. I love you guys so much. I really, really appreciate you. I hope that you guys have an amazing evening. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for lending your energy. Let's just take another moment to just come together, to breathe in this beautiful energy of us all connecting in this space, in this time, to send each other that positive energy, those well wishes, and as our manifestations come into form. To share in this collective empowerment as we all step more deeply into ourselves. I want everyone to envision themselves now. I want to envision yourself as you are, and I want you to envision yourself as you would like to be. And now I want you to imagine that you are taking a giant step forward, and that you are is stepping into the you that you would like to be. Feel those energies merging and becoming one. And know that you are that which you seek to become. Feel the energy and the power of that. You are that which you seek to become already. Breathe in the beautiful energy of that. Breathe in this new manifestation of yourself. Breathe it into every cell and every pore of your body, every fiber of your being, every strand of your DNA. And now our energy will separate to an extent. We'll disconnect ourselves, but we still stay connected as the energy of all that is. We still bring with us the hopes and the dreams for each other, the positive energy that we've all come together to create. We take a little piece of this energy with us as we go about the rest of our day or our evenings. I love you guys. You're incredible. You're incredible. I will talk to you all very, very soon. Have a beautiful and blessed night. I'll take a leaf out of Salisa's book and say, if there's anybody who has not liked this video yet, go ahead and do that. That gets a message out to more people. She's inspiring me to be more, what's the word that I'm looking for? More vocal about that. You guys are incredible. You are beautiful. You have absolutely, thank you, anything and everything within you that you need to succeed. Remember, you are the weaver of your dream. And together we are weaving a beautiful dream as well. You guys just enjoy the rest of your evening. And I could take like 5 hours even just saying goodbye to you guys, because I love connecting with you so much. I really, really do. I really do. Good. I'm glad that you feel better. Yes. Yes. Tap into that. Embrace that lightness. That's the truth of who you are. That's the truth of who you are. You are the person of your dreams. That's right. You are that. You are. I am that. I am. All right. Did he? Oh, that's funny. Perfect. We're all tapped in and tuned into each other right now. It's gorgeous. All right, you guys, have a beautiful, beautiful night. Mwah. Go.